Hi everyone, my name's Ariane and I'm here to give you your Christmas holiday healthy hack. Now last time we talked was in November and we talked about staying on your healthy eating plan through the holidays and how that can be hard. We talked about using, common sense, moderation, having a couple bites here and there and not blowing it at those holiday parties. And we also talked about if you do end up blowing it, just getting right back on the horse the next day or, not letting it derail you for a week or 2 weeks. So today we're going to talk about those Christmas festivities that are just ramping up. I know you have probably work parties, family parties, school parties, all kinds of parties. So besides the general, have a taste of the dessert or have, a couple bites instead of the whole thing, that's standard. We all want to try to do that. Moderation. Keep those treats to a minimum. But what about the dinner? The dinner most likely is not going to be super duper healthy or low fat or low, saturated fat. It's going to have some stuff in there that's, it's iffy. So what I want you to do is just have a great time. This isn't the time to be worrying so much about what you're eating. Of course, you always want to be mindful, but there are some tricks that you can use to do that will keep you more or less in the neighborhood of where you want to be. And we're going to talk about that. And that is the 9-inch plate rule. Now I have this handy dandy measuring tape and I'm going to show you. Now I do not advocate taking this tape to all your Christmas parties and measuring the plates. I want you to do this once at your house to get a visual for how big a standard plate is. So this is 10 inches, a little over 10 inches. So really, if I'm eyeballing it, a 9-inch plate is going to be on the insides of these decorations, right? So if you kind of get a feel for what that looks like, you can test it by doing your hand span. See, my hand span almost covers that 9 inches. It's just shy, about a ½ inch shy. So if I do that, I'll remember that. And when I'm at a place and if I'm not sure where the 9-inch perimeter is, I stick my hand on that plate and I'm like, okay, that's my 9-inch plate. Now, once you have your 9-inch plate, here's what you do. You cut that plate in half with your mind. This entire half, all of this, vegetables. And I don't mean potatoes. That's not a vegetable for our purposes. I also don't mean corn and peas and carrots because they're very high in sugar, but pretty much everything else. There are a few other exceptions. Starchy, not starchy, fibrous vegetables, lower carb vegetables, squash, peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, salad, broccoli, asparagus, cauliflower. There are so many green beans. There are so many wonderfully yummy vegetables. Load that side up. Now, the other half, we're going to split in half. So we have this quarter of the plate, which is your protein. Protein, best choices are the lean choices. The white meat of the fowl, the turkey, the goose, the duck, whatever. The lean cuts. If you're having steak, the lean cuts of the steak, not the marbly T-bone. I know it's yummy, but so are the leaner cuts. If you're going to do anything fried, that's something you don't want to fill up this whole thing. You want to have lean and like a little taste of that fried stuff. Okay. Now here, that's your starch. That's your, my potatoes, my roll, a little bit of pasta. That is a balanced meal. That is a meal that even if the stuff on there isn't the best calorically speaking, if you follow those guidelines and this whole side is vegetables that aren't loaded down with dressings and fats and extra calories, if they're just fresh vegetables with just maybe a little something on them, and you have your lean protein and then you limit your starch to here, you're unable to do very much damage, even if you have a meal that's a little bit naughty, if you follow that 9-inch plate rule. The second part of that rule is this is your dinner, not two of these, not this plate and then this plate. One 9-inch plate. Eat it slowly, enjoy it, talk to somebody between bites. When you're done, give it 20 minutes before you get it for seconds. 20 minutes is all I'm asking. I give you full permission to have seconds if in 20 minutes from your last bite, you still want them. If that's what it's going to take for you to have a very Merry Christmas, then you have that second plate only if you promise me to wait 20 minutes after your first one. And then if you do have it, you know, you're not going to feel very good the next day. So try not to. And I don't think you'll want it, actually, if you wait that 20 minutes. Then when you have your dessert, of course, you're not on a 9-inch plate for dessert. But when you have your dessert, have a bite or 2 or 3, push it away, talk for a while, have another bite more, and you're good. You're going to feel full. You're going to feel satisfied. You're not going to feel heavy laden or bloated from all those starchy carbs or those fried foods. And, you know, when it's all over and said and done, you're going to feel healthy and happy. You will have celebrated like everybody else and had a great time, but you won't be going off of your healthy eating goals and your plan. So that's my healthy hack for the Christmas season. And I wish you the very best to all of you and all of your loved ones. And I will see you next time. We'll have a New Year's, celebrate New Year's healthy hack for you in January. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.